Hey everyone, Daniel from DJD Productions, and today I have another LEGO minifigures opening for you all, and today I have another 2 packs from Series 24, a series that actually so far I am thoroughly enjoying. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get started with this pack first. And we have the alien, or the space character. I don't know actually what this character's called actually. So yeah, let's build him up. So here we have the alien warrior, and I think he's a really cool character. He's got such detailed printing. He's got a really cool specialized like gun pieces that actually work together really well. Like the roller skates work really well, and the Overwatch gun mold that was introduced within that theme. The helmet mold is really easy to actually feel, and it's just such a cool piece. I don't think it works really well. Honestly, if it's in a different color and these little fins were removed, I'd honestly say this would make a pretty good Wasp or Ant-Man helmet. Honestly, looking at it, I think Wasp would be slightly better for this helmet, but honestly, that would have been really cool. I do find it slightly weird that it wasn't separate. And when I looked at the minifigure, I was confused why they had this type of back print, because I forgot that this helmet has a hole in it, which would have been another problem if it was used for Wasp. But the front face print's kind of cool, but you can see this minifigure's got so much detailing. Dual molded legs, side leg printing, arm printing on both sides, back printing, and just really cool printing overall. I think this is actually one of the better minifigures in the CMF, but in terms of detailing, but in terms of characters to include, did this one need to happen? No, but I'm glad that it exists. So yeah, let's get into the next bag. So let's get into this bag right here, and oh, yes. Oh. As odd, it's got. That's interesting. That the. Let me just open this a bit further because I'm actually curious about this. Because when I opened it, that seemed to easily cut away. I don't know if it got stuck or something, but yeah, that's very interesting. But on to the character we actually got. It's actually another one of my favorite characters, and this is something I don't have too much of, and that is in fact the Falconer. So yeah, let's build her up right now. Now, what can I say about this character that's probably not been said, but this CMF does so much stuff for classic space fans, classic castle fans, and just honestly classic town fans, because you get so many characters like the newspaper kid and the conservationist, and just even like an orphan in terms of classic castle. It does seem like this CMF does a lot of that. Now, within classic space, you've got the space warrior, as I've shown off already in this video, and the brown spaceman seem to connect together, and the falconer and the orc seem to go together quite nicely. But back to the Falconer themselves, this is a character that is so cool. I'm someone who hasn't got much of classic like castle or really much doing like Lego castle or knights. Wasn't really particularly my forte. I got a few like the 2013 castle sets. I think that was 2013. But the last version, proper version, we got for Nexo Knights. And I got a few of those like minifigures, everything else like that. I didn't get too many of the bigger sets, so I don't actually own a proper castle, except for Hogwarts. But looking at this character, if we remove the Falcon, oh my gosh, this is an easy piece to fill. If you feel this, you know you've got this character. But I can see Ninjago fans using this mold to represent Zane's Falcon, which, again, really cool. But onto the character herself. Wow. As someone who, this is actually my first, like, Black Falcon minifigure, I think this is a really cool character to get into it. Now, I know the torso, obviously, the legion that these knights belong to have been in a few sets, like the Lion Knights Castle, which is a set I'm never going to get, the Medieval Blacksmith, which was like their first reintroduction, which is cool. I don't see myself getting it, though. It's not that type of set that I would normally go out my way to buy. And then you have the 3-in-1 Castle, where they seem to be involved. Now, interesting enough, I don't know which one would have come out first. I'm assuming in the custom minifigure videos, I've done a YouTuber called Mythical Sausage, and the torso that I used was one build a minifigure, and on the back it was that symbol. It was the Black Falcon. And what else I actually found was, I just dropped it, is in fact the shield. So honestly, I managed to get this, and honestly, I think it works really well if I was to give the shield. This shield does not come with the character, but honestly, it just looks really cool. But I'm spending so much time on the front because it's such cool. You get nice dual molded arm with arm printing to represent like the glove, a nicely coloured bow and arrow. Now the new Avatar sets, which I'm not a fan of those minifigures, introduced a new bow design which you can actually fire an arrow. I think that's quite cool, but I do feel like it's a little bit bulky and wouldn't work in a CMF. But yeah, I think just giving her the classic bow makes some sense. I love the almost like the Marion Ravenwood hairpiece that they used in bright red. I think works really well. I think they also used this hairpiece on Hermione Granger. I love the second face for this character, and if we take off the head, you can see again the printing represent the cape, where the cape goes. A really interesting cape design, and I think that's such a cool thing to get. Lovely dual molded legs as well. I don't actually know if the other Black Falcon characters do come with dual molded boots. I don't think they do. But if you look at the back, you can see a bit more of the cape design there, printed on the back, and nothing on the other arm. But yeah, I think that this is one of people's favourite CMS characters from this line. When looking at like prices for each, how much these characters go for, the two that I see go for really expensive amounts are the Falconer and the Classic Spaceman, which are for very good reasons. They are representations of the classic themes that people love, that being castle and space. So to see them both in this CMF, I think is cool. And honestly, I hope LEGO does more of this in the future with Series 25, 26, 27, where you can get maybe another classic, maybe a different member of this, of whatever you'd call it in terms of the army, like a general from Black Falcon, something like that. That'd be really cool. Or a different colour for the Classic Spaceman. I think, again, would be really cool to get in these CMFs, because honestly, it also just continues the whole like 90th anniversary theme that they've been going with the Classic Space and Classic Castle theming, which I think is really cool. That I hope they continue more on in the future. So yeah, that is, after a long review of this character, the Falconer. So yeah, that was 2 more bags of Series 24 from the LEGO Collector Minifigures line. Now, off camera, before when I actually managed to get these 2 characters, I actually did fill out 2 more bags. Now, the reason why I mentioned it now and I've already opened them, in fact, I actually only opened the second one right now, and that's because I got a second Falconer. The other one was another Classic Spaceman, and that's because I really wanted to get a second copy of both those characters for the Falconer, just another way to get more of those tossers. I'm tempted to get a few of these, the Knight minifigures from the Black Falcon line, just to get a few, because that'd be kind of cool, I think. And I got a second brown Spaceman because, obviously, it's another way of getting a brown helmet and a brown air tank, which could be used in a future Lego Among Us film that I've got plans for. It's not going to be in the upcoming sequel that I've already announced that I'm working on. It will probably be in a potential third film down the line, but I want to get a few more colours and work on that before doing it. So for example, brown would be one I'd add in. Now that now we're getting a purple helmet and also a purple air tank, I could see myself try and get parts to do a purple crewmate, and I mean dark grey is another, stone grey is another one potentially. So it all comes down to if I can get those parts. But yeah, so adding the second Falconer in, that is these 2 characters. Out of these 2 characters, it's quite clear which one I prefer, considering which one I felt to out immediately, and that's the Falconer. While I think that the alien character is really cool, you can't immediately define it, unlike others where you know it's a Potter, you know it's a rocking horse girl, you know it's a newspaper boy, you know it's a conservationist, an orc, a T-Rex costume, a Falconer, a carrot guy, a Classic Spaceman in brown, a football referee. This is the only one I can't define whether or not it's an alien or just like someone guarding the galaxy. It's just confusing for this one, but I think it's an excellent minifigure. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching this video, and please be sure to subscribe and comment down below. What is your favourite character from the CMF? I've got most of the ones that are personally my favourites, like the Falconer, like the Classic Spaceman, the Conservationist, the Newspaper Boy. So yeah, I'll see you all in another video. Okay guys, goodbye.